What it do, everyone? What's he seeing? How you going? You know what time it is. Car Talks with Yon. As I'm on my way to run an errand for the spouse, I decided, you know what? Let's reflect. It has been 2 weeks since I announced in my previous Car Talks with Yon that I quit my job to become a entrepreneur, aka a entrepreneur. So what's important to me is to document this journey, document the journey for myself first and foremost, so that on the days that things are going rough, the days I feel like giving up, the days that I am unsure in my validity or worth, I can look back at these videos and say, no, you said you wanted to do that and you did that. Or you encourage yourself in that time of good, so take that encouragement in this time of bad. But also to share with someone else who's walking on a similar journey like myself. My passion is not only to inspire people in my circle, but inspire people that I don't even know, don't even talk to, have no clue that they're even checking up on Keyona Speaks. So let's continue. Shoot. Let me speed. So had to speed for a little bit. Jumped out in front of somebody. Anyway, so how has it been being a entrepreneur for going on 2 weeks? I'll say this, because I've been kind of doing this for so long now, I have to kind of remind myself that I haven't been doing this for so long, as far as like the business aspect. I've been creating content, I've been marketing, I've been putting myself out there to attract people and to work with people for over a year now. That nothing's changed as far as branding, as far as activity on social media. Like, none of that has changed since I've become a full-time entrepreneur. Now, what has changed is the messaging. So instead of me just focusing on my podcast and sharing my topics and trying to get people to listen to my podcast or look at my YouTube video, I'm now expressing to people, who is Coach Key? What's my platform as a coach? Who specifically do I work with? What do I bring to the table? And just creating content that's around that, articulating, so to speak. I'm making a lot of articulatory pieces of content, which that could be going live. So I went live on Friday the 14th. Yes, the day after the Muslims celebrated the first day of Eid. I announced that, hey, I'm adding Coach Key as a part of Keyona Speaks. And from that day forward, I've been talking about fear. What does it mean to overcome your fears? And then sharing my narrative of how, I have recently overcome fear. And I am going to create a YouTube video specifically about that, taking all the information that I was putting on Instagram/Facebook and compiling that into one video. So stay on the lookout for that. God willing, inshallah, before this week ends, I'll have that out there. So I've been talking a lot about fear, and then, creating action steps to really show ways that, you can combat your fear. And then, segueing or connecting rather that with my life coaching business. I specify in healing and self-development, and fear can prohibit a person from embarking or being a bit successful with their healing and self-development journey. So that's definitely an important factor to consider and to work through personally or with my clients when it comes to healing and development. And then today I posted a video about just a component of my journey. At times people get caught into semantics, and I defined myself as a hood therapist. And the reason why I chose that is because There's a particular audience of mine that I'm talking to that if I said that term to them, instantly they would know what I was talking about. But because this person was either unfamiliar with the term hood therapist or maybe didn't like the term hood therapist, I decided to explain further, like, why did I call myself a hood therapist? And so I would say it's been pretty fruitful. I've still been, worker's mindset, rising early. I've even given myself office hours so that I'm not spending all day on social media, either interacting or creating content. But I will say that what could help me a lot is probably batch content creating or using a tool that will automate my uploads on social media. But when it hits me, I'm sparked to create. I'm sparked to do. Like, I'm not to the point where I feel like I need to create a schedule. Like, a lot of the content that I have created in the past 2 weeks have been on the fly. I've created and probably drafted it so that I didn't post it immediately. But it's been fruitful. I am seeing how some of the advice that people have given me, how it has worked for me. I'm also seeing how some of the advice people have given me does not work for me. And I'm also encouraging myself to not box myself into the advice that I'm getting on YouTube or Clubhouse or from different people, but instead, like, because I'm so fresh in the game, to try everything, to take the risk. All I can do at this moment is learn, and learning about what works for me early is so much better than later. But if it comes later, alhamdulillah, it's a part of the process as well. So I'm just really excited still. I posted on Facebook that I am just so excited for this passion and this creativity that I have, and it's like I've always had it, but my job just really suppressed it. And like my life coach told me when she was helping me get through my fear, see, life coaches have life coaches, she told me, once you leave your job, you're gonna find this amount of energy that you did, or this amount of creativity that you didn't even know you had. She did not lie about that. So I had to remind myself to be patient. I had to remind myself to keep God first. I pray every day for Allah to be my business partner, because nothing I do comes solely from me. Like I mentioned in my Ramadan reflection, it's inspired from the Creator. And so I ask every day, all the time, that when I create content, may it be of benefit. That when I, work with potential clients in the discovery call, that I have my attention set correctly. And if a client, and when clients start to work with me, that I remember my initial intention to serve for the purpose of worshiping the Creator, never really about the money. Even though this is a business and it sustains me, just remembering my values and my foundation, and watch the fruits from the seeds I sow take place. So that's my little recap. I can't stop saying I'm excited, because I genuinely am excited, and my spouse told me that he could see how happy I am. And so life is short, and if you are given the opportunity to choose yourself, please choose yourself. And even if it doesn't work out and you're not able to do what it is that you want to do for the rest of your life, you can't deny that it is so much better to have tried than to have not tried to live your life with regret. So this concludes Car Talks with Yawns. Thank you so much for supporting and watching, and do look in the description box, because I got some links and some information for you. Try not to neglect YouTube as I'm on this journey of building the business. But anyway, remember to stand in your story, own your story, and if you need me, definitely hit me up on Instagram, comment on this video or any video that you are watching of mine, and you can email me at keyonaspeaks@gmail.com. Peace.